Welcome to lesson 6. This is where the fun begins. So far, you've learned a lot about awareness and how to expand it and connect it with your body. You've also learned what chi is, how to move it in the body, and how to gather it. And then you've learned how to convert chi into Gong, which is the high energy life force that, can make things change. So, the next exercise is really going to supercharge your ability to collect and project energy. What I'm going to show you is going to be real simple and really easy to do, but it's something you should add on to the practices you're already doing, and you should always do these practices at least a few minutes each day, Even if you can spend a few seconds running through something, if it's 2 minutes, that's fine. If it's 20 minutes, perfect. You don't need to go for an hour or anything like that. That's insane. You'll get there each day. You'll just grow stronger and stronger. After a couple of years, you're just gonna be. I mean, in a few months, you won't be the same person. You're gonna be a totally new, healthy, probably a lot more successful human being. So, what I'm going to show you right now is what the ancients would have called blood washing. They did it initially by rubbing the body, okay? Taking like this and rubbing, because then when you do this, you're kind of forcing the blood down and out to the body and the tips of your finger. Now, what I'm going to explain to you is going to be a little bit more scientific, okay? Make a little more sense of this. You have nerve fibers all over your body. And what is awareness? Well, sensation is a big part of it, right? So when you touch, what is touch? Touch is a sensation, and um, when you touch with your hand, that's a sensation that you can become familiar with, that you can memorize, that you can remember, and eventually you'll be able to recreate the sensation without the touch. That's where the secret and the practice comes in here. That's one of the aspects. The other thing is that every time you do this, you work your nerve fibers. And when you work your nerve fibers out, okay, by rubbing and touching, okay, alright, and even a little bit of knocking on bones and such like that, okay, pinching of, parts, stuff like this to stimulate and invigorate the blood to the surface of the skin is really going to enhance your chi, your energy, your cultivation practice. Are you following me? What I'm telling you is that touch is the most important thing, because that's what's going to build up, like your muscles would build up. It's going to build up your nerve fibers. We're going to work out our nerve fibers through the method of touch. And the best way to do that is not even using your hands. The best method is to use a little towel, because of all the little fuzziness to it and the softness to it, the soft sensation. This towel is going to produce way more feeling than your hand. So I am implying to take, for example, and I can't really roll my sleeve up because I'm in a Taoist outfit, okay? But you would take this and you would rub on the flesh the towel, okay? If you don't have a towel, you can use your hand, okay? Rub your limbs, rub your arms, rub them, rub, get sensation. Get used to that feeling. That invigorates the blood. That's also going to make the exercise that I told you at first, actually all the exercises, it's going to kind of help them combine more. The sensations will become more noticeable in all the previous exercises, especially the moving of the chi internally, and the awareness will become a lot greater and denser, okay? So you could take a towel and rub that, and if you really want to take it to the next step, you could take the towel and you can get yourself some magnets. You could get some kind of magnet that's going to go to the south polarity. It can be an earth magnet, they call it like a neomagnet, and those are okay, but you can also use, acrylic, I think they call it, magnet, and those are not as strong, but they have a bigger field. And you can take that magnet and put it inside the towel and wrap it around there and make sure you're holding the South Pole to the body and rub that out. Now what the magnet's going to do is supercharge your chi in your blood. It's going to take the iron in your blood and it's going to polarize it. And it's also going to take that, it's a magnetic, polarity itself already emitting South Pole, so it's going to make all the atoms in your body, the protons, neutrons, and quarks and neutrinos all spin in a more better way, because let's not get too far into it, but everything is frequencies, and the main reason why we age is because our frequencies die out, and with energy we can renew or respin them to the right, frequency, should I put it in simple terms. So with that being said, you can take this, add it to your exercise, rub yourself, rub your legs, rub your chest down, rub it, rub your face if you want. Go ahead and rub that, rub everywhere. Get touch sensation. Feel good when you do it. When you breathe in, you should feel a cool sensation inside your chest fill up, okay? You need to get cool and you want to relax when you do this. You don't want to be tense, you don't want to force it, you don't want to hold your breath, you don't want to do any of those things, because then that's just going to build up a very uncomfortable energy. You want to feel comfortable and good when you do this kind of work, any of this kind of work. You want to always feel good and calm and euphoric, as one of my masters have told me. It's his favorite word, to stay euphoric, okay? On the cool side of things. But really what that means is to breathe in cool and have coolness here, and to keep it going, don't stagnate, and be relaxed. Really, relaxation is key, okay? Because as you further progress, so does your relaxation, and the level of relaxation you'll be able to accomplish will, as time goes on, become amazing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But all these techniques were, again, go back to the Taoist school and Buddhist school practices, and a lot of these are now, we've been discussing a lot of Taoist, some Buddhist aspects. So the Buddha aspect more comes into the mental way of ethics and such, but the Taoist is more the physical practice. And what I'm showing you so far is all work that high level masters have realized and uncovered, and I've taken all these things and kind of organized them in a proficient, efficient, and nice way to use, so that you actually make progress. You don't have to be going through text and going crazy and trying to figure out these little things. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Send me an email. We can set up a phone call. Don't forget to add in the blood washing on top of the bone breathing, and expanding your awareness and circulating the chi and gathering into lower abdomen and such like that. The next session I'm going to show you is how to increase the potency of your chi, which will then in turn make your bone breathing a lot more effective. And as you master breathing into each bone in your body and relaxing each muscle in your body, you'll eventually be connecting your whole entire body together. And then that's what is eventually going to become called body breathing, where you're always bone breathing and you're always circulating chi and gathering it and mixing it around and everything. So that's what you're going to get to eventually, because when the body learns to do these things, it will do them automatically eventually. The conscious mind will do things repeatedly until the subconscious mind, which picks up everything, eventually says, oh, this must be part of my reality, I guess, so I'll put it there. When it puts it there, it masters it, or it knows it, and it can do it automatically. It takes about 3 weeks for anything to work, so you should be able to feel things almost instantly. But if you don't, give yourself at least 21 days, 3 weeks, for any of the lessons and practices and techniques I'm sharing with you to take effect and work. Because, again, that's what it takes for the subconscious mind really to do it if you did it daily and religiously, and it was on your mind all the time. Just like driving a car. When you first wanted to drive a car, it was hard as could be, and now it's, you don't even think about it. You can get from one place to another without even thinking about it. Whoa, how did I get here? Same concept as what I'm saying here. So don't hesitate to ask me any questions. The next lesson, I'm going to show how to increase the potency, and I'll see you then.